there are some reports in the media that these set-top boxes would require more power. So what are your views on this?
I think this is partly ignorance and partly mischief. Actually, the set-top box would not consume more energy than one CFL.
Okay.
And CFL is today the most energy efficient appliance, or you can call it a light emitting device. On an average, a set-top box consumes roughly 7 to 10 watts per hour.
Okay.
So if it is working in active mode, if it is passive mode, it may be less. CFL actually does 10 watts per hour, consumes 10 watts per hour. So even if a set-top box is on for 24 hours, the consumption would be 24 into 8. Or even if you take it 8, if not 810, it will be 240 watts, which will be roughly 0.25 kilowatts. So you can imagine that the cost of energy consumption is minimal. So I think it is certainly very unfortunate and wrong to spread this kind of misinformation that set-top boxes consume lot of energy. They actually do not, and we are issuing a press note in this regard to make the things clear.
Sir, there are some reports that consumers are yet to know the prices of the packages that are being offered by the cable television operators. So, what steps have been taken by the ministry in this regard?
Not only that, MSOs, or at least all the major MSOs, not only that, they have declared the rates of their bouquets, etc. All major national MSOs have done it. They have given a copy of those rates to us. We are insisting with MSOs to really put it in public domain more explicitly. That means they should come out with advertisements educating consumers as to what is the rate that they have to pay. So it is not correct to say that consumers that MSOs have not declared the rates. It is quite possible that the process of the declaration of rates, information being made available to consumers, is taking a little bit of time. But this is just a matter of just a few days. I think everybody will know as to what is going to cost him or her.
Sir, digitization is a win-win situation for all the stakeholders, like broadcasters, government, and then MSOs, local cable TV operators, subscribers, everybody. But there are some apprehensions that digitization may wash away local cable operators. Is it true, sir?
No, that is not true. It's not true at all. Actually, if they do not digitize, the likelihood that they will be actually suffer seriously, because in the market there are now at least two major platforms.
Right.
The third platform, which is exclusively in the domain of public sector Doordarshan, is the terrestrial.
Right.
But DTH, which is 100% digital, and cable, which is not yet digital, if they do not digitize quickly, and if anybody is able to read the process of spread of DTH in recent years, would immediately know that DTH every day is encroaching upon those areas where analog cable were functioning. So if they do not rise up to this challenge and do not wake up to this kind of a situation, I think not embracing digitization is going to really cost LCOs extremely dearly.
Sir, we have been seeing a lot of aggressive campaign in the media regarding digitization, the deadline of 31st October. Can you please elaborate more on this?
I think this has been one of the most aggressive campaigns that this ministry has launched. We have launched it on radio, it is all on television, it's in print media, and we are getting cooperation from every stakeholder. There have been very innovative ways of creating public awareness. We have sent SMS messages to people. and most people have got it. We have come out with a new genre of advertisements or messages which are blackouts simultaneously by all channels, both non-news and news channels, at a definite time, at a definite day, on a definite day. We have been doing it for last 3 weekends. Last one took place on last Saturday and Sunday, when at 7:58, 8:58 and 9:58 p.m. all channels across the country ran this advertisement. In fact, if somebody were pursuing it with kind of intention to create a record, I think this will be one record which should get entered into Guinness Book, where hundreds of channels have done one advertising at the same time. And we have sent our teams to different areas, and the feedback is that almost everybody knows that digitization is on, and that it has to be completed by 31st of October, that everybody will have to really get a set-top box to be able to see television programs.
Sir, recently government has raised FDE limit in DTH and cable network to 74% from the earlier 49%. What effect will it have in the wake of digitization?
This should have a positive impact. It is generally perceived that digitization costs money, because you have to set up digital headends, you have to invest in acquiring set-top boxes, and you have to set up certain machineries or machines or equipments, and investment is a requirement. Easing the FDI limit certainly helps, because the avenues for attracting foreign investment, they become more easily available. The impact may not be seen immediately, because most of the investment for digitization in 4 metros have almost been made. But I think when we talk about next 2-year perspective, I think I do foresee great potential for investment to really come in this sector, which should really help the process of digitization.
Sir, one last question. Has the ministry put in place any consumer grievance redressal mechanisms?
We have several, ranging from a Facebook, which again can be used for raising grievances, running a call center. We have a call center where we receive calls. On average 100-150 calls come on all kinds of things. Having regular periodic meeting with the stakeholders, and we are always open to anybody who wants to really come and tell that this is what is happening. So we are very sensitive to the fact that the consumer must not be put to any undue inconvenience or undue financial burden. And I think the whole program has been conceived in a manner which does not put undue burden on the consumer, including the one-time cost, because several times people do not know that the set-top box is not very expensive. It costs only 800 rupees or maybe less. And for a one-time investment, it is, and for the kind of facilities that it is going to really offer to the consumer, I think this is a cost which is affordable. And those who are not in a position to pay in one installment upfront, we have asked MSOs to devise schemes where they can do it in installments. Imagine people going to see cinema. If a family of 4 wants to visit a cinema today, go to watch a movie, it is going to cost him at least 200 rupees, even if you take 50 rupees.
Yes, true, sir.
So if he goes to visit the cinema for 4 consecutive months, that is the cost of set-top box. And with this set-top box, he may see maybe a large number of cinemas, movies, every day, any time of the day, because he subscribes to be a Hindi movie channel or English movie channel. So I think the returns on this small investment are manifold and very rewarding. That is what needs to be appreciated.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. The digitization is very much on, and it will be accomplished. There is no doubt about it.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.